Good morning, Northwest time is 6:53. It's time now for your morning spread.
Mark Peterson's forecast coming up in just a bit, and he says we're checking in with the warmest days in a while.
And we'll also have Kelsey Morgan checking us in on delays with the U District Bridge.
And KXLY4 taking a closer look at Idaho's Rider program for you. It's an intense rehab option for those convicted of sexual offenses. Just this week, a man who admitted to molesting an 8-year-old boy was released, avoiding what could have been decades of prison time because he completed that Rider program. The DOC report shows within 3 years, 42% of offenders released on the Rider program end up back in trouble and back in prison.
None of it fits. None of it makes any sense at all. I don't understand this.
That's the voice of John Wilson, a childhood friend of 40-year-old Steve Anderson, the man shot and killed by Cheney police on Monday. Officers say Anderson refused to drop the knife he was holding and came at them aggressively. Wilson says he spoke to Anderson just hours before the shooting and everything seemed fine. He claims Anderson was not a violent person and police used excessive force. An investigation into the shooting will now look to determine if that's true.
In Spokane County, a man who confessed to raping 5 young girls has been sentenced to 20 years in prison. 38-year-old Dean DJ Zumwalt pleaded guilty last month to first-degree rape of a child and child molestation. His victims were 7 and 8 years old, abused during sleepovers at Zumwalt's home.
As we take a look at what we're expecting over the next couple of days, first of all, we're going to see some sunshine today. A few high, thin clouds possible, more so onto the west side. But we're going to remain dry. We're going to have temperatures into the mid-80s. It's going to be near 90 into the central basin, so be aware of that if you're heading over to the Seattle area. In fact, the weather statewide should be dry. 88 into Moses Lake, 88 into the Tri-Cities. We're going to be in the mid-80s into the valley, maybe 88 degrees. But we are expecting a cool down. We're going to have that coming up in moments.
Well, the University District Gateway Bridge was expected to be completed and open to foot traffic next month, or this month, but construction has been delayed. The city of Spokane says some delays came from changes to design and to the design and construction, railroad-related coordination, and an issue with the cables. The city is now working with Garco Construction to figure out the best plan to move forward. We should know the new opening date within a week or so.
A bridge over the Little Ponderay Lakes east of Colville has neighbors feeling trapped. New signs say the only bridge allowing access to the east side of the lakes can only hold 6 tons. Beams on the small bridge are showing visible cracks and stress. Those who live here worry with winter months coming, things like snow plows and propane trucks won't be able to get to them. County officials say they are waiting on an engineering report to decide how to move forward, but they promise to find a way to get resources across the bridge.
The Lime Bike test program is underway in Spokane, but it's left a lot of people wondering about helmets. Both the city of Spokane and the county have helmet requirements, but for now, it's on the rider to provide and wear a helmet on Lime bikes or Lime electric scooters. We reach out to Spokane police to ask them more about enforcement of helmet laws. We haven't heard back just yet.
Crews say they are making good progress on the Glen Creek fire burning 10 miles east of Tooele near 49 degrees north. No evacuation notices have been posted.
And a very exciting morning here on North Monroe. These barriers are getting removed at 10 a.m. today. There's going to be a little ceremony with city officials, and then you are free to drive all the way down North Monroe for your heart's desires. You're going to definitely want to check out some of the improvements. We've got wider sidewalks. Remember, it is reduced from 5 lanes to 2 lanes, so take a little bit of time. Also, check out some of the cool features like the new bike racks and new light fixtures. They're getting the finishing touches on right now, as you can see right in front of us. And again, 10 a.m., it's going to reopen.
And coming up next on Good Morning America, meet the California police officer opening up his heart and home to a baby in need after he met her homeless mother while on duty.
And hear from the best friend of famous designer Kate Spade, revealing new details about her life and her secret struggle.
Taking a live look outside. Again, not the haze that we saw yesterday and much less than we saw on Tuesday. So that's the good news. We're going to continue to have some light winds. 86 today, 84 Friday. Again, the weekend in the mid-70s. And then we're in the upper 60s Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, going to feel like
touch of fall.
In a while.
Mark, thank you.
Good Morning America starts right now. See you in about 25 minutes.